Okay. So, what brings you in today? Is this a routine test? Anything troubling you at the moment?
More of like a routine kind of checkup test, yeah.
Perfect. And tell me a little bit about your glasses. When do you tend to wear them?
Actually, on the way here today, I had to wear them because on things like the tube, I can't really see the timings or like the destinations of the trains, kind of things that are far away. I should wear them when I watch television, but I don't always.
Fair enough. Yeah. And when you do wear your glasses, do you feel like you can see everything quite well?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I think so.
Is it as sharp as they were before when you first got them?
I do think they might be slightly less sharp than they used to be, but this pair, I think it has been almost 2 years, maybe even a bit more
since you'd updated them.
Yeah.
Okay. And when was your last eye test?
Maybe about 6 or 7 months ago now. Yeah.
And what was the outcome of that test? Did they mention any changes in your vision, or was everything the same?
I think for that one it was the same.
The same? Yeah. Good. And are you experiencing any flashing lights, floaters, double vision?
No.
Good. How's your general health?
Good, I think.
Yeah, good.
Hopefully.
Do you take any medicine regularly?
I just supplements and things like that.
Ever been to the eye hospital for any reason in the past?
Like, as in, like, the NHS?
For your eye, so like surgery to your eye, injury to your eye, or anything like that at all?
No, not for anything like that.
Perfect. And last one. So immediate family members, so I'm thinking more mum, dad, brother, sister. Anyone with any eye conditions you're aware of, or systemic conditions? So not so much glasses, but, you know, like glaucoma, macular degeneration, things like that.
I don't think so. My mum has something, but it's not one of those. So.
Is it like astigmatism?
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you. I always forget the word for it.
Yeah, that's just the shape of your eye. So most people will have it, to be honest. It's more common to have it than not to have it.
Right.
But your eye is just a bit more like a rugby ball than a football.
Okay.
Yeah, easily corrected with glasses. And do you drive at all?
No.
Great. And how many hours a day would you say you use a computer screen, tablet, mobile phone?
Oh my gosh. The bigger question is how many hours I don't use it. I kind of use it all day except for my lunch break.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
And do you wear any contact lenses?
No, they kind of scare me.
Fair enough. And do you smoke at all?
No.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a quick pre-assessment. So we're going to get a rough idea of your prescription, measure the pressures in your eye, and we're also going to use an Optimap to take a wide field image of your retina. Okay. And then we'll come back and then we'll start checking your vision. Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Great, no worries. Follow me. Great, so I'm just going to give this a quick clean. Perfect, so have a seat over here for me.
Thank you.
Great. So, just going to dim the lights slightly. Great. So I'd like you to just place your chin on the chin rest and forehead on the bar for me. Are you comfortable?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to see a hot air balloon. I'd like you to just focus on the hot air balloon for me. It will come in and out of focus. Don't worry. Just keep looking straight ahead. And we're going to move to your other eye. Okay, and now you'll see a green light, and it's going to be followed by a few gentle puffs of air into your eye. Okay. This measures the pressure inside your eye. It's the thing that gets everyone. And we're going to come here. It's nice and wide. Lovely.
So scary when I know it's coming.
2 more and all done. So just 1 more. Perfect. Okay. And now if I can get you to just slide across in front of this machine. So this is the Optomat. It'll take a picture of the back of your eye. The way this machine works is you're going to see a target. I want you to try and align your eye to that target. So it's a bit like a bullseye.
Okay.
Then you're going to see some colours. The colours will tell you if you're in the correct position or not. So it's a bit like hot and cold. If you're too close, it's red. If you're too far, it's blue. The colour you're looking for is green. But you will very quickly notice it's very small movements that will change the colour. But I can see what colours you're seeing as well, and I can see where the target is, so I'll help you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
so not
you.
to worry. So let me just set it up here first.
So I'm looking for green.
You're looking for green.
Okay.
So it's just going to take a few seconds to load.
Sounds like it's taking off.
Literally. Okay, so can I get you to put your right eye directly inside that hole for me? You can keep both eyes open if you like. Sometimes it's easier. And you want to go a little bit closer. And then you get the green, a little bit back, and big flash of light. And I'm going to take 2 images per eye. So that was fantastic. Another flash. Lovely. And now can I get you to put your other eye in for me? And think there. And just one more image. And eyes nice and wide as you can. And we're going to get it to that green. It got a bit of a blink there, so I'm just going to repeat that one if that's okay.
Okay.
So eyes nice and wide and flash to follow. Great, amazing, beautiful picture. Perfect, so have a seat back there for me.
Sorry,
and we'll
so much makeup.
No, don't worry, I clean it each time, not to worry.
Thank you.
Okay. So Melissa, what we're going to do now is I'm going to put in your current prescription into the machine.
Okay.
See how well you can see with that, and then we'll tweak it to see if we can make your vision any better. Okay?
Thank you.
No worries. So I'm going to bring this machine down. So this is just a phoropter. Does everything automatically for you. So just nose in the centre, eyes through the eyepiece. Comfortable? Yeah. I can bring it higher, lower.
Yeah, a bit higher might
bit
be
higher.
good. Maybe a bit lower.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. No worries. If you need me to adjust it at any point, just let me know.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So I'm going to put in your current prescription. Can you read the bottom line at all?
LCNK.
Fantastic. I'm going to make those letters a little bit smaller. What can you see now?
It's a H or an M. I'm going to go with H. P. L. C.
Okay, and try the line above.
V. F. L. N.
Good. And how about with your left eye? Can you see the middle one?
V. F. L. N.
Good. Can you see anything on the very bottom?
Yeah, it is H. K. No, R. K.
That's fine, don't worry. Most people can't read that one.
Okay.
So I want you to look at these 4 here. Tell me, does it look sharper? Does it look clearer to you in 1, 2, or does it look the same?
I think 1 was slightly clearer.
And now 1, 2, or similar.
2.
And have a look at these circles now. Are they sharper? Are they clearer in 1, 2, or are they the same?
I think 2 is slightly better, yeah.
And now 3, 4, similar.
3.
And better in 1, better in 2, or the same.
2.
And better in 3, 4, or similar.
Similar.
Okay, and now better in 1, 2, or the same.
2 is much better.
And now 3, 4, similar.
4.
Okay. So I'd like you to focus on those 4 letters there for me. Tell me, is it sharper? Is it clearer in 1, 2, or the same?
1.
And now 1, 2, or the same.
2.
And have a look at these circles now. Similar thing again. Is it sharper? Is it clearer in 1, 2, or similar?
1.
And 1. And now 3, 4, or the same.
4.
And better in 1, better in 2, or the same.
2.
And now 3, 4, similar.
3.
And lastly 1, 2, the
2.
same. 2. Okay. Going to make it a little bit blurrier now. Can you see those 4 letters?
L, C, N, K.
Good. Tell me, is it sharper? Is it clearer in 1, 2, or the same? This is 1, and this is 2.
1, I think.
Okay. And this is 3. This is 4. 3, 4.
Probably the same.
The same? Okay. Have a look at those circles now. Clearer 1, clearer 2, or similar.
Yeah, they're quite similar.
Yeah. Going to show you some lenses. Tell me if you can tell a difference between either of them, okay?
Okay.
So this is 1,
Okay.
this is 2. Or does it look the same?
Wait. I didn't notice.
Didn't notice the difference? Yeah, so this is 1. Give me 1 second, it didn't save what I wanted it to save. There we go. Okay, this is 1,
Yeah.
and this is 2.
I can't
No
tell.
difference?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to just check the reading now. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to bring this chart in front of you, covering your left eye. Can you read N5, which is the second to last paragraph?
Yes. Photochromic lenses are something special.
Perfect. And can you see it with your left eye?
Yes, yeah, I can
Yeah.
read the same thing.
Good. Both eyes working together nice and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, so keep your eyes there for me just for a moment. I want you to focus on that letter D for me. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So just keep looking at the letter D. Good, and now can't seem to find my pen. That's fine. Just have a look at the smiley face on this for me. Yeah, so up close, can you see it?
Yep.
Great. Good. You can sit back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No worries. So, to be honest, your vision is the same. -1 is absolutely fine for you. Yeah, you're seeing very well with those glasses.
That's good.
So, absolutely fine, nice and stable. And now we're just going to check the health of your eye, just to make sure that's looking good, and then I'll show you the images as well.
Thank you.
No problem. So, can I get you to place your chin on the chin rest and forehead on the bar? Comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so just going to dim the light down. So close your eyes for me. I'm just going to check your lids and lashes first. And open. Okay, so I'd like you to focus on the white light on this side here. If you need a break or anything, just let me know.
Okay.
Now look up towards the ceiling. To your left-hand side. Down to the floor. And to your right. Eyes nice and wide. Good. And now I'd like you to follow the light over here for me. Look up. To your left. Look down. To your right. And now can I get you to look directly into the machine's lights? Fantastic. You can sit back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to give your eyes a minute or two to recover from the lights, because it'll all be very blurry for now.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you a photo of your eye. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the bright things to disappear. Oh. Things I do for the internet.
Let's have a look. This is an optomat.
Ooh.
So you have two images. You have the black and white one at the bottom, then you have the colour at the top.
Okay.
Sometimes you can have some retinal damage which isn't picked up on the coloured image, and you'll see it on the black and white. So that's why you have
Right.
two of them. So sometimes, for example, you can have liquid leaking at the back of your eye, so there can be some sort of kind of bleed or something like that. And you wouldn't necessarily see it over here
Right.
because it kind of just blends in, to be honest. You wouldn't really see if something is raised or not in terms of fluid, whereas you would see it on the grey scale, like something would appear differently on the grey one. So it's
Okay.
important to have two, it just gives you more information. So that is your retina. In the centre, well, a little bit off to the side, you have your optic nerve. So the nerve takes all the information and sends it to the brain. In the centre, you have the fovea, and it's within the macular area, and that controls your central vision, gives you the ability to read, gives you colour perception. So those two parts control most of your vision,
Okay.
and then you have the rest of your retina. Now, in terms of the rest of the retina, you still need that to be really nice and healthy,
Yeah.
because if something was wrong there, so prime example is like a retinal hole or a retinal tear. If you have one of that like in your periphery, it can kind of seep through and come to the center, and that's what they call a retinal detachment, basically. So if you don't have that projector screen anymore, no matter how healthy your nerve is, no information is going to your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wait,
that
is a tear something that would have been like physical, like
So,
scratching your eye?
no. So this retina is inside your eye. So we're looking through your pupil to go inside your eyeball.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can get tears, for example, say in your car accident and you hit your head. that kind of impact can lead to a retinal tear inside.
Okay.
A common one is people who are a lot older. You have the jelly, and your jelly, which kind of maintains the shape of your eyeball, lines to your retina. As you grow older, the jelly kind of just gently comes apart and it just suspends itself. But what happens is it kind of it adheres to certain parts of your retina more adhesively, so it's quite strong in some points. So sometimes when the jelly is coming off, it pulls, and when it pulls, it can give you a tear.
Right.
So that's a common one. People who are quite short-sighted, so once you're kind of above a -3, -5, when you're -10, you're at a much higher risk of a retinal tear. That's because your eyeball is simply just longer, so your retina is more stretched, there is more strain on it. But essentially, you need your peripheral retina to look as healthy as the two main parts anyway.
Right.
So the Optomap is great because it can map out quite a lot of your retina. Normally, I probably wouldn't see as much unless I dilated your eye with drops to make your pupil bigger.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you could do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, if people come and say, oh, I feel I'm getting like flashing lights, which you tend to get if you have a retinal detachment or tear or something like that, you would always have to dilate someone's eye, make the pupil a little bit bigger so you can, look as far as you can to make sure the retina is healthy.
Right. Can it be hereditary, the retinal detachment, or is it often
It tends to
a wear
be,
and tear thing?
I mean, being short-sighted can be hereditary, definitely. And then if that carries on, then yeah, at a higher risk, definitely. And similar thing here. So we just want to look here.
It's so high quality.
It's really, really handy. So I did see this in your eye, just a little bit of pigmentation. It's nothing to worry about. It's something we'll just keep checking it each time you come in.
I wonder where that is. Is that because I've got someone like a very obvious brown bit on one of them? I can't remember which off the top of my head.
The white part of your eye?
Yeah, I've got like a little brown freckle thing on one of them.
So that one's normal. This is something you can't see. This is still inside your eye, so you would never know this is here.
Oh wow!
This is not something you'll be, so not to worry.
That's so cool that you can tell though.
And we took images the last time you came actually, so if we compare it, it's there as well.
Oh!
So that's what we want. We just want to monitor it, and the way your eyes looked then, we want it to look the same today.
Right.
Yeah, you don't really want changes at the back of your eye.
Okay. That's good that it's the same.
That's the same. We got a bit of your hair last time, but that's
Yeah.
alright.
I think I might have still had a fringe.
But yeah, we've got a really, really nice image here.
So when it takes two is the first colour and then the second
Is the black and white.
Right.
Exactly. And a little bit of your lid there, but that's all good. So the next time you come in, so I'd recommend an eye test every year. Next time you come in, take the photos again, and it's really all about tracking changes over time.
Right. Yeah.
It looks very healthy.
Fascinating.
Very, very healthy. So I'm just going to put a quick note. Okay, so are you happy with your current glasses?
Yeah, if it hasn't changed, I think
Continue with them?
fine, yeah.
Absolutely, no problem. So we'll email across your prescription to you.
Okay.
If from now within the year you feel like changing them, just use that prescription and you can get some new glasses if you need to.
Yeah, thank you.
But everything's nice and healthy. If you have any concerns, just come on in.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
I noticed one thing, I actually remembered one thing when we were doing this. Like recently, just in my right eye, sometimes it's like twitching.
Okay.
I think it's probably just from stress.
Yeah.
And like whenever I Google it, it's just like, there's nothing you can do about it. It just twitches and I can't find anything.
Yeah, so
But-
that is true. So it is literally just like a muscle spasm that's happening.
Right.
So with a twitch, it should generally just stop. It tends to be linked to a few things. So it can be dehydration, stress, lack of sleep, So it tends to have a trigger.
Yeah.
So if you know, maybe you are a little bit stressed, that is probably your trigger.
Okay.
And I know it's not easy to be less stressed, but things that can calm you down. So you should eventually just kind of stop the twitch.
Yeah.
The only treatment that can be done for twitches are if they become constant, so that's actually a condition. And the only treatment is really like a Botox injection to your upper lid to paralyze the muscle, basically. So obviously you would want to go to that extreme, but it's normal. It is literally just your muscle spasming. So drink a little bit of water, do something that you find relaxing, and really the twitch should go.
Yeah, it's just irritating.
It is, yeah. I get some too, and I'm just like, stop it.
Yeah, and it's like some days more than others, and I'm just like, oh, just chill out.
Yeah. Maybe try like a cool compress. See if that helps at all.
Yeah. Just the corner on the corner.
Yeah.
To stop.
But don't worry. Normal. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when I Google symptoms for anything, it just comes up with all these
Google
scary
is
things.
a dangerous place. In terms of, the freckle you mentioned on the white part of your eye, how long have you had that for?
So I didn't know I had it until, I think it was about a year ago. One of the eye exams, someone picked it up. So I don't actually know how long I've had it for.
So you never really noticed it?
No, I guess it's, if I'm looking at myself straight in the mirror, I don't think I can see it. I'm not looking for it, so I never really noticed.
Okay.
But it might have been there a while, to be honest.
So what we can do is I'll see if the machine's actually working, but I'll try to take an image of it, so then at least the next time you come in, we can just keep checking. Yeah? They tend to be common, but like anything on your skin, we just want to make sure it's not changing, because if it is, it needs to be looked at. Are you going home straight after this?
Yeah, probably, I think.
Had a good day? Was it busy?
Not too bad. It's quite quiet at the moment. I think everyone's in a good mood because it's sunny. So.
That always helps.
Yeah, it was nice going home when it's still light outside.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
It does. London's not as nice at night, so
yeah. And it just makes you feel like, when you finish work, there's more to your life. Like you can just do something.
Time that's
exactly.
Yours, yeah.
Exactly.
I can't believe it's been a year since my first one. Yeah, it's gone really quickly. Yeah, okay.
Just like a mole on your skin. It's like a mole on your eye.
Ah, so I guess it's the same when people are checking if moles.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Essentially, you don't want it to change too much.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything sinister, to be honest. So not to worry, but it's good to just check.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That now that I know I have it, it's something special about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's all done. So we'll see you again in 1 year.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Great. So Melissa, what brings you in today?
Just a general checkup.
Yeah?
My eyes, yeah.
Perfect. So hasn't been too long since we last saw you.
Yeah.
Are you still having difficulty with your distance vision?
Yeah, a little bit when I don't wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you say you wear them fairly often or all the time or not at all?
Depends. Sometimes I wear them when I'm commuting now.
Okay.
So I got a bit better with that. And then sometimes I wear them at work at my desk because I've noticed the computer screen is actually quite far from where I sit.
Okay.
So it can be a bit blurry. But like coming here today, for instance, I didn't have them on and it's all a bit of a mess.
Fair enough. But when they're on, you see well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are your current glasses?
That is a good question. So I currently am using 2 pairs. So because one of the reasons I was having like bad habits with wearing them was that I had just one pair, and I needed them when I want to watch television at home, but I also needed them when I was commuting and out and about. So I now have 2 pairs, but the one I use that's currently in my bag is much newer, but the one at home is like 3 or 4 years old.
Okay, and over the years, do you think your prescription has been changing much, or has it been quite stable?
It fluctuates slightly. I think when I compared the new one to the one that I have at home, that was like really old, I got like back in uni, it got like better. So I was using glasses that were for a worse size than I have.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, which
So
is
the ones you have
interesting.
now are weaker?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I must have just done really bad on the test that day.
No. The thing is, you do become more long-sighted as you get older, to be honest. So when you're short-sighted, you tend to find that it goes backwards. Depends how short-sighted you are. Sometimes you can go all the way back to 0. So if you're like a -1, which you are, chances are you could. But you never know. But it's a normal kind of trend that you will find that you shoot up with your myopia. So once you have it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Then it plateaus, doesn't really change, and then you start to become a bit more long-sighted, so it goes backwards.
That's so cool.
And that's the beauty of being short-sighted sometimes.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So if you're really short-sighted, then yeah, you have no chance of it actually giving you that much of a better visual outcome.
Yeah.
But with yours, you actually might find that it'll just keep getting better. So something we'll keep monitoring.
Yeah, what a positive to have in life.
Yeah.
So if you are, sorry, I always get them confused.
Yes.
If you're
So long-sighted
is the opposite.
is, yeah, so long-sighted you can see far, you can't see close. Short-sighted you can see close, you can't see far.
Okay, and then people that are short-sighted, especially only a little bit, like me, might over time go back to 0.
Yeah.
Whereas people that are long-sighted, where they can't see close,
yeah,
it just gets
they just get worse, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. That's so interesting. So we're all progressively getting more long-sighted.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's different in each, and like everybody. So some people, it will happen. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But that's normally what I notice. And we have here general health-wise, you're good? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Any diabetes, high blood pressure, anything like that at all?
It's in the family, but not in me.
In your parents or siblings? Or
So my aunt, my gran, and my mum had, as of last year, was like, I think it was being on the verge of being pre-diabetic, but managed to fix it with diet.
Good.
But I know it's looming there, but
Fine.
I don't think it would hit me until like 60s or something, because that's when they're all getting it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
And do you take any medication regularly?
Just supplements, yeah.
Supplements, yeah. And we have here that you've never been to the eye hospital in the past, suffer from a little bit of hay fever,
Yeah.
and other than that, nothing really to report in terms of your eyes.
Not really.
Yeah, no changes since then.
No, I think I used to get quite bad headaches with them, but that's got a lot better since I put the nighttime filter on my laptop at work. So it's always a lot warmer
Good.
on my eyes. Yeah, that really helped. Yeah, I've been looking into trying to get some sort of blue light filter thing for my phone as well, but I haven't got around to it yet. But I am on the screen like all day, so.
I think on your phone there's like a setting you can do which like dims it down a little. Have you done that?
I have, but then I realised when I take pictures and stuff, I don't know if it was my old phone, but then things looked worse.
Oh, fine.
So yeah, I didn't want to impact any sort of photo, video taking on my phone.
Fair enough. I want to see all the colours as they are.
Yeah.
So you don't really get the headaches anymore then?
I think, yeah, not really, now that I think about it.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
And any flashes of light? Any floaters?
No, none.
Good. Do you drive?
No.
No? Don't worry, neither do I.
No, you don't need to in London.
You don't, yeah. The only kind
kind of real stresses if you leave London? They're like, oh no.
Yeah, I definitely need a car.
And have you ever considered contact lenses?
I have, but the only time I've tried to use it was unrelated for like a Halloween costume to put the colour contacts in. I couldn't do it. I'm really squeamish.
But was that you trying to learn to put them in yourself, or did someone
Yeah.
kind of teach you how to before you did?
Me putting them in myself, it didn't really work.
I mean, that's something you can explore, you know. So if you feel
Yeah.
like you don't really wear your contact lenses that often, you can explore the contact lenses. So what we would do is we would give you a teach first. So we'll teach you how to put them in and out, because it's not an easy thing to kind of just learn on your own, to be honest. And it takes a few goes. When I started wearing contact lenses, I didn't even get it in the first time, in the whole appointment. And then I had to come in for a second appointment, and then I got them in.
Okay.
It used to take me ages to put them in, but then the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So you would have a fitting, so we choose a contact lens that would suit you best according to how often you'd want to wear them.
Yeah.
Then we do a teach, make sure you're comfortable putting them in and out. Then you take some home, you try them out, see how you get on with them.
Yeah.
And then you come in for one final checkup, and that's just to make sure, one, that your eye is healthy and it's not caused any damage to the front surface of your eye, and that you're happy with them. And you know, if we need to make any adjustments to the prescription and everything, we can do.
Yeah.
So something worth considering, because if you do find that your distance vision is blurry and you don't really want to wear the glasses that often, contact lenses are a good substitute sometimes.
That's true. I've never really thought about that, but yeah, I guess that exists as an option as well. Getting the glasses out my bag and stuff, that's
Exactly.
quite faffy.
And most people will just put them in the morning, do what they need to do during the day, come home, and they take them out.
Yeah, I guess it would be part of just the morning and evening routine.
Exactly. So worth considering.
Yeah.
So what we'll do now is you've been booked in for the advanced test, which is a full comprehensive eye examination, but it also includes an optomap, and that's a wide field image of the back of the eye. So this is the test we did for you last time.
Okay.
So we'll take that today, then we'll check your vision, check the back of your eye, and then I'll show you your pictures, and then I'll be able to actually show you the pictures from this time and last time, and then you can see the differences really. So it's good for tracking any kind of retinal disease or progression of any kind, and it just gives us that reassurance that, you know, your retina looked healthy then, and it looks healthy today.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so we're going to do that now. So just going to go to that machine there. So I'm just going to load it up. Sounds like it's going to take off for a few minutes and then it will be ready. Just going to bring that down.
Oh, thank you. Oh God, it really does.
So the way this machine works is you're going to see a target, a bit like a bullseye. You just want to align your eye to that bullseye and you want it to go green. If it's red, it means you're too close to the machine. If it's blue, it means you're too far away. It's a bit like hot and cold. So you just kind of need to bob your head back and forth until it's green. What I would say is once it is green, freeze in that position, because then I'll take a photo. If you keep moving, it just goes back to red.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so can I get you to place your right eye directly inside that hole? Perfect. I'd keep your left eye open, it just gives us a better image. So I'd like you to push forward, and a bit back, a bit forward, a bit
good.
back.
Where?
It's very sensitive. And remember, keep your left eye open for me. Yeah, nice and wide.
Oh, I had green a second ago.
And a bit closer, and you'll see a big flash of light. Good. And I'm just going to take another one. Lovely. Now can I get you to put your left eye in for me? Sorry, I know it's very bright. A little bit back. Nice and slow.
Oh, I'm really bad at this. There we
Just
go.
there. And a little bit closer. Lovely. Big flash of light. I'm going to try to take that one again, just to see if I can get a better image. A bit back.
Where's it gone?
So just very small movements. That's fine, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Perfect, so that is all done. So we'll just start checking your vision now. Actually, sorry, let me check your pressures. So could I get you to come to this machine over here? I'm going to bring this scar up.
Thank you.
And bear with me, I'm just going to give that a quick clean as well.
So many high-tech machines.
Yeah, eye tests have come a very long way.
Yeah, I don't remember doing like all of these as a kid.
Yeah, what you can do now is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Without having to send you to the eye hospital, that is. So, can I please get you to place your chin on the chin rest and forehead on the bar? Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're going to see a hot air balloon. I'd like you to just focus on that hot air balloon for me. I'm going to bring your chin rest in this bit higher up. Perfect. Okay, and then you'll see a green light, followed by a few puffs of air into your eye. Eyes nice and wide. Thank you. Eyes nice and wide again. A little bit wider, good. Just a few more. Good, lovely, you can sit back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And have a seat. Be right behind you. Okay, so let's check your vision. What I'll do is I have your prescription from your last pair of glasses, so I'll pop that in and see how well you can see, and then we'll see if anything's changed.
Thank you.
No worries. So I'm going to bring this down, and can I get you to place your nose in the centre, eyes through the eyepiece? Are you comfortable?
I'm just going to move this a little bit left.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Would you like a bit lower?
No, this is all right, actually.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, if you feel uncomfortable at any point, just let me know, and I can, adjust it if you need.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're just going to check your vision without anything at all first. Are you able to read any of those letters?
I can try the top line. They're blurry, but I think it's an N. Either, is it an E or an F? F, H, V.
Anything on that middle line?
F, C, F, Z.
Okay, and how about with this eye here?
N, R, H, V.
Good. Anything in the middle?
H, O, F, Z.
Perfect. Anything on the line below?
O, P, C, O.
Okay, both eyes working together. Can you see the bottom line?
C, C or A? C, F, D, C. Or is it an O? There might be an O.
Okay. So let's put in your prescription. What can you see now?
E, R, P, D, V, F, L, N,
Anything on the very bottom?
They're too small. I
Very
think
tiny.
at the far right bottom is a C.
Okay, good. So I'm going to come to your left eye now. Could you read those letters down for me?
E R P O V F L N H R K C.
Perfect. Got them all. Really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Okay, so I'd like you to focus on those 4 letters. Tell me, does it look sharper? Does it look clearer to you in lens 1, so the lens you're looking at right now? 2, or about the same?
I think
1, 2,
1 is sharper.
1. And now 1, 2, or similar.
2 is sharper.
And have a look at these dots. Do the dots, excuse me, do the dots look sharper in 1? Do they look sharper in 2? Or are they the same? This is 1. This is 2.
I think 2.
2. And now compare 3 with 4.
I think 4.
4. Okay. And now 1, 2, the same. 1, 2, the same.
Probably 1.
And now 3, 4, no difference.
4 is a lot clearer.
And 1, 2, the same.
1.
Lovely. Okay, now with this eye, looking at those 4 letters there, tell me, does it look sharper? Does it look clearer in 1, 2, the same?
1 is sharper.
And 1, 2, similar. 1, 2.
Oh, 2 is sharper.
2. Okay, now have a look at those circles again. Sharper, clearer in 1, sharper, clearer in 2, or about the same.
About the same.
3, 4, the same.
4 is a lot clearer.
Okay. So I'm just going to blur one of your eyes out. So it might seem a little bit blurry, but I've opened both of them. So can you read those 4 letters?
L C N K.
Lovely. So tell me, is it sharper? Is it clearer in 1, 2, or the same? 1, 2, the same.
I think 1 is clearer.
Okay. And 3, 4, similar. 3, 4.
3.
Okay, are you able to see the very bottom line?
Yes.
Yeah, give it a go.
H R
Mm-hmm.
K C.
Lovely. And with your left eye?
Yep. H R K C.
Perfect. Really good. I'm just going to show you a reading chart, and I would like you to read the second to last paragraph for me, which is N5. Just a few words on that sentence.
Photochromic lenses are something special.
Perfect. I'm going to come to your left eye. Continue that sentence for me.
They can change from a very light colour indoors. to-
Lovely. Perfect. Okay, I would like you to focus on that letter D for me. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so just keep looking at that letter D. Just going to see how well the muscles in your eyes are working together. Good. Okay, I'm going to just take this machine away. Actually, I'm going to show you 2 things first. going to show you two types of lenses. Tell me which one you prefer. So this is number 1 and this is number 2. Or does it look the same?
So I see again.
Of course. Number 1. Number 2.
I think number 2 is a lot better, actually.
A lot better?
Yeah.
So number 1 is what I measured your glasses to be last time, but if they have changed, I'll actually just measure them again to see what's in those.
Okay.
And then this is what I'm getting today.
Yeah, this one's a lot sharper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You can sit back. So you're seeing well in the current glasses that you have. I'm assuming they are still the same ones that I measured before. But actually, if you have a slightly stronger prescription, you can see a lot sharper.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is going to the very bottom of the chart.
Yeah.
So the glasses you have now are very good, but if you want a more kind of like high definition, seeing really sharp detail, then you can update them to the new prescription.
Yeah, I might consider it because the ones I have at home are so outdated
Yeah.
anyway. Do you do blue light filters at all?
We do, we can do. Yeah.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
That's going to tempt me.
So I'm just going to put a note of what I've got today.
Yeah, the ones I have at home don't have a blue light filter, and I'm a bit obsessed with that right now. So.
Fair enough.
I didn't know it existed in glasses until really recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was quite a craze a few years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know, but there isn't like much clinical evidence to support it. But it's very anecdotal, so a lot of people have got the filter and they really like it and they do say it helps. So in that respect, we never stop anybody from getting it.
Yeah.
But actually, like clinical study wise, we don't really know if it actually helps or not. But I mean, if actually you have it and it helps you, then there's no harm in having it on.
I mean, if I can actively encourage a placebo and it still works, I will
There
take the
you
placebo.
go. Exactly. If it works for you, it works for you. So I'm just going to check the back of your eye first, and I'm just going to check how well your pupils are responding to light, and then we'll go and check your pictures from last time. Yeah?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So can I get you to place your chin on the chin rest, forehead on the bar? I'm going to bring it slightly higher. Is that okay, comfortable? Yeah. Okay. So I would like you to look at this light over here. I'm just going to bring my chair a bit lower.
Actually, it really reminds me of those fish that have the light that comes out of their head.
Oh yeah.
Like in Nemo.
That's very true. Never thought of it that way.
Sorry, that was a thought spoken out loud.
I love it. So keep looking to that light on the side. I'm just going to check your retina first. Okay, can I get you to look up? Left. Down. Just gonna have to bring you a little bit higher up, sorry. Just gonna lift your lid. And to your right hand side, eyes nice and wide. Good, and now I'm just going to move the light to the side, and I'd like you to focus there. And now look up towards the ceiling. To your left. Down. to your right. Just keep looking to that light. And then just close your eyes for me. And just keeping them closed and open. And just look straight ahead for me. So I'm just going to check your pupil reflexes. So I want you to just keep looking straight ahead. It's going to be quite bright. Just keep looking straight. Good, you can sit back. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, Melissa, there is like a small freckle on the front surface of your eye. Is it alright if I just took a photo of it?
Yeah.
It's just a lot easier for us to monitor that. So let me just bring that up. So it's just on your right eye. So if I can get you to place your chin there again for me. I'll actually just get you to look here. Okay, and try not to blink from now. Perfect, and just blink a few times. And now look to your right hand side. Great, you can sit back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so bear with me, it's going to be 2 minutes. I'm just going to type up what I've seen, and then we can go through the results together.
Thank you.
So this is your Optomap from today. So the great thing about the Optomap is it can take a wide field image of your retina. So most fundus cameras probably take around this much, which is maybe like 20%. The Optomap can image around 80% of your retina, so a lot more. And basically it's just very easy for us to track if anything's really changing at the back of the eye. Because we have seen you before, we have the advantage of looking at your older photos and your photos from today, really to assess if there are any changes. So that's an autofluorescence image. So this is the last time you came in, and this is today. And essentially you want those structures to look identical. You don't want any significant changes, you don't want any bleeding at the back of the eye. And you want it to just look the same, which it does. So we're just going to go to your periphery, have a look. So that looks fine. We're going to go to your left eye. Left eye there. That looks fine. Good. So yeah, that looks absolutely fine. Looks healthy. No significant changes there. And that's comparing it to the last time too. And that's pretty much what it does. So it's going into your eyeball. We're looking at the back surface of your eye. So if you were to imagine your eye being a camera or a projector, your retina is literally the projector screen where an image is kind of projected onto. So it's going in, it's hitting that, all that information is going through the nerve to the brain, and you're seeing what you're seeing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the animation.
Yeah.
It actually
Very
makes it
nice.
way easier to visualise it. I didn't realise
Exactly.
this was like how it was layered with
Yeah.
the pupil.
Exactly. So we're going through that pupil, and then this is normally the white part of your eye.
Ah.
And then it's basically just going in. So normally you'll have a lens. So if you have a cataract, it's basically you have a lens right before it goes in.
Oh.
So the cloudier that lens becomes, the harder it is for you to see because the light is having to go through kind of like this murky lens before it hits the retina. Yeah.
So is it the front bit, like the pupil,
Yeah.
and like the aesthetic part of the pupil, like the colour and stuff, does that like never impact the back bit?
No. So it's, how it is let me try to go back to the beginning. Okay, so you have several parts to your eye. So this part here, kind of that curve that you get on the front, that's your cornea. And then you have the iris, which is the coloured part of your, the front surface of your eye. So the blue part of your eye is here. And then you have your pupil, which is basically just a gap, which the light goes through. And then behind that, you'll have a lens, and that changes shape to make things, you know, sharper, clearer, and then the light hits the back of the eye.
Wow.
So, sorry, the question was?
Oh, that's a good point. What was the question? Like whether, yeah, like the colour and anything, like it holds any importance other than aesthetic, like weird reasons.
No, I would say it does. So say you had no colour and it was just clear, then that would just be excess light hitting the back of the eye. It's not confined to your pupil. But the actual colour, so like say if you have, you know, blue eyes or green eyes, doesn't impact that much of your vision. It can make you a bit light sensitive, if I'm not mistaken, but not really.
Yeah, I just remember when I was studying in Japan, it was like a really common thing for people to say. They'd be like, oh, well, you've got blue eyes, so you must see differently. And I was like, I don't think so.
Your vision's the same.
Yeah.
No.
It's so interesting because it's not something you can ever, I guess I could Google it, but it's not something that ever comes up in conversation where I thought to...
No, your vision is good.
Yeah.
To be honest, your vision is determined by the health of your cornea, so the front surface of your eye, and the health of your retina. And of course, if you're short-sighted, long-sighted, and you know, as long as that's corrected, you should be seeing the same as everybody else.
And like the short-sighted, long-sighted things, like just genetic, right?
I mean, they're genetic, but they're also environmental factors.
Oh, okay.
So both are linked. You can have two parents who wear no glasses, but you end up becoming short-sighted.
And could that be like watching things in the dark or something like that, like doing bad decisions?
I mean, yeah, so, you know, if you're doing a lot of close-up work, not really looking far away, because I feel like a lot of people now are tablets, mobile phones, everything we do is just here. It seems to be driving short-sightedness, so making it worse. So that's an environmental factor.
Okay.
But then again, you know, if your dad is a -20 and your mum is a -10, very likely that you're going to be short-sighted as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm probably a bit of both then.
Yeah. Most people are, to be fair. And this is just that little pigmentation in the eye. So we've taken a photo this time. Very unlikely that this is going to change, to be honest, but it's good for us to check every now and then just to make sure, just like any part of, you know, pigmentation on your skin, that it's not changing on your eye.
Is that just genetics as well then? Just like
It
how
can
it
be
was
genetic,
born?
absolutely. Sometimes it can be UV damage as well, but I think that's probably
interesting.
more genetic. But honestly, sometimes it's just hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I never really noticed it until doing these eye exams. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, no one ever told me.
You can barely see it. It's really because we're looking through a magnified version of your eye that we spot it.
So interesting that there would be something like that on the white bit of the eye as well. I always thought it was a skin thing.
You get lots of people which actually have quite a lot all over.
Really?
But it just depends on how much you really have. But again, you know, just barely notice it as well.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Just got to remember which one it's on when I want to tell people. I think
Right
this one
side,
isn't
yeah.
it? I have to remember that.
So the back of your eye, absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. And this time I've got a picture, so that's handy. Your pressures are fine. And I just want to just do your cover test without any glasses. So I would like you to look at that letter there.
V.
Yeah. Just keep looking at it. Good, lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
So if you are going to update your old glasses, we'll put the new prescription that you've got today.
Thank you. Oh yeah, so would I need to buy a new frame, or do I need to bring an old frame I have already?
So to be honest, it's completely up to you. If you want to use the same frame, you can, but we do kind of just need to advise you, it can sometimes break during the glazing process because we take the lenses out. Yeah. If you fancy a new pair, it's probably best to put the new lenses in a new pair of glasses because they don't last forever.
Yeah.
So what you don't want to do is to put new lenses in an old pair of glasses and then those glasses break.
Okay, right.
So yeah, it's worth getting a new one.
Yeah.
So ideally we want to see you again in 1 year. If you notice any changes in your vision, then please come in sooner as well. But other than that, everything's looking good, looking healthy.
Good.
Yeah, just a little bit short-sighted, which is normal. If you want to explore contact lenses, we can definitely do that for you as well. And don't worry, you know, we'll teach you how to put them in and out. The first time is always the hardest, but it just gets easier after that.
Yeah, I think there's like the fear of not knowing how to do it. But
Yeah, but you know, we'll teach you, and we'll teach you the safe way of doing it, because you know, if you're just poking your eye and like taking out, there's definitely just the wrong way of doing it, and then there's a nice and safe and, you know, a confident way of doing it as well.
yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll save that. And that is all up to date. Do you have any questions or anything?
I don't think so. I think I asked all my weird, like, people questions. Not really, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
all done.